Ladies, gentlemen, gamers of all ages, welcome to Tric Trac TV. I am here today with Monsieur Michel from Yellow. How's it going?
Really good.
Did I pronounce your name right there? I have a feeling.
It's actually Mathieu.
Mathieu. I'm terribly bad. You see, when the cameras get rolling, everything just goes. Anyway, we're here today to show off Sea of Clouds, which is a new game coming from Yellow. It's a press your luck draft kind of game with Sky Pirates. Yeah, best way to describe it.
There's a bit of drafting and a bit of press your luck.
Well, take us through it then.
I'll tell you how it works.
Go for it.
So in Sea of Clouds, we play as pirates, sky pirates. Okay, we are each captains, and we want to collect the best cards to score the most points at the end of the game. Okay, so there are different kind of cards that you want to collect, and the game will be played in 15 or 12 rounds, depending on the number of players. Okay. Each round, all the players will get a chance to take cards. When it's your turn, okay, you will look at the first one of those 3 shares of loot. Okay, we're sharing the loot. Right.
So are we all pirates on the same ship?
No, no.
Okay.
But we're still looking for the best loot.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so you take the card or the cards here. There may be several. You look at it secretly, and you decide if you want to keep it. And if you do so, you put it around your little board here. Okay.
Right. Which these ones here. Let's take this one here, for example. There we go.
Or if you want to leave it and look at the second one.
Right.
Okay. In both cases, you add a new card on the slot. So it's either a single card if you took the card.
Right.
Okay.
Or it's both cards.
It's an extra one that makes the share of loot better for the next players.
Of course.
So it's that's where there's a similarity with drafting games. You know, you know a little bit what you're going to leave to the other players.
Gotcha.
And so if you do so, you can look at the second one and decide if you want to keep it or not.
Gotcha.
If you don't want to, you look at the third one.
And I assume you still put another card on that if you leave it?
Yes, of course.
But I assume you have to take the third card?
No, you don't have to. If you don't take the third card, you put a card on it and you just draw the top
one
card.
Okay,
random.
gotcha.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And that's where the press your luck
some of these
is. Okay, it's.
So these are the different card backs. I assume each type of card has a different type of loot.
Yes, there are actually 4 types of cards.
There's
another one, the yellow one, the rums.
There we go. So that one
there you go. So you always have some hints about what's in the shares of loot, but you don't know exactly.
Of course, until you've seen them and left
them.
Of course.
So that's where the press your luck part is. You may want to pass on a share that is not bad, but hoping that you have something better in the next ones.
Of course.
Okay. So now let me tell you about the different cards in the game. The third type is the rums.
Rum cards. This is the yellow one.
Usually the rum cards just grant you points.
Okay.
They give you points.
Victory points.
Victory points.
Okay.
All the figures in stars are victory points at the end of the game.
Makes sense.
Sometimes it makes you lose points.
Too much rum, obviously.
Yes. Or bad rum. It's fake rum.
Ah, fair enough.
Then there's one type of rum. There's 5 cards of these.
Right.
And the more you have, the more points you get.
Ah, I see. So even these negative ones count. Oh, no, sorry, no, you have to stack up the cards of the same type.
Yes,
right, there
of
we
the
go.
same type.
Okay.
And the last kind of rum there is, there are several other rums, but there are 4 ways of scoring with the rums. The last one is worth 1 at the end of the game, but is worth 3 if you have the most of these kinds.
Right, and each card is worth 3 if you have the most. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, that was the first kind of cards, the rums. That's pretty straightforward.
Victory points a go-go.
The second type are the blue cards, the relics.
Right.
Okay, it's relics that you can find in the Sea of Clouds. There are 4 different relics.
There we go.
There you go. And those you have to collect to score points.
I'll interrupt you 2 seconds just to point out to the viewers that this is the French version of the game.
Yes.
There is an English version, don't worry, but they've come here today with the French version, so that's what you get. But should be exactly the same.
Yes. So the more you have of one type, the more points you score. Okay?
Right.
If you don't have enough, you can lose points.
Ah, yes, with the some do, some do. Same principle with one of the rum bottles.
Yes,
Okay,
of course. But
gotcha.
here you can they could be bad cards
Right.
if you don't have enough.
Of course.
Okay.
Right. Hup, moving on.
The third type is the items, the
Okay.
objects. Okay, there are actually 3 different types of objects, and you can look at this little icon.
This
to
little
know
chest
what
at
it
the
is.
top.
Yeah.
Right.
The chest ones are treasures that you're gonna put face up in front of you.
Okay.
Okay. One thing I forgot to tell is that the rums are kept secret.
Ah,
okay.
I see,
Because
okay.
people can actually steal them from you quite easily. So
Okay.
you don't want them to know which one are good or not.
Fair enough.
The relics are kept face up, so the other players can try to prevent you from getting too many of a certain type.
Gotcha.
And
And the same as these.
chest
So-
face up.
Oh, yeah, so I see when it's got the little feather at the top, that
Yes,
means
the
it's
little
hidden.
blade actually.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little blade. It is a
a
little
little
blade, my bad. From a distance, it looked like a feather, whereas these ones, well, these have a rum symbol, so I assume
little
this is...
bubble,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
So those are permanent effects that can be either points or other abilities used during the game.
Okay.
They are not all good. This one is a penalty for your strength.
rusty
in combat.
blade.
Yes. The little one with the trash can here must be used as soon as you get them from the shelf.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
And you immediately apply the effect.
Right.
So this one is not so good because it makes you discard one of your cards, but actually you can discard one
negative card.
one single relic you have, for example. Okay.
Gotcha. So it can't, it's not always a bad thing. Got you.
Yeah. No, the last type of items you have, it's still a green one.
All right, gotcha.
But it's the little question mark here. It's books,
okay.
secret books. Those
Right.
you keep secret in front of you, okay? And they grant you with points at the end of the game. For example, this one is 1 per rum you have at the end of the game.
Ah, so it can affect different types of objects.
Yes.
Right.
This one allows me to tell you about one of the icons you can get. Here, you gain 5 points if, and there's 3 little blades here,
Does that
3
mean the
little
most
relics,
of?
the most relics.
Just like with the rum.
Yes.
I think I saw the same sort of
so
configuration.
5 points if you have the most relics. Okay.
Sounds good.
And the last type of cards are the pirates. They are
Themselves.
the red cards.
Crew members sort of things.
Yeah, crew members.
Right.
So you recruit them, you put them face up in front of you.
Okay.
And three times during the game, okay, when there's these little swords.
When the counter gets there, yep.
Yes.
There'll be a
At
fight.
the end of the round, there'll be a fight. There'll be a boarding action with your neighbors.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you'll compare the strength of your pirates, the added strength of your pirates, with those of your neighbors, of your 2 neighbors. And if you win, if you have more than them, or than one of them, you will apply the little ability here.
Right.
So here,
So this
for
one is
example, you
steal-
steal 1 coin.
Right.
Sometimes there'll be a small 1 here. Means that even if you win against both your neighbors, you
Yes.
still...
It only goes off once.
Yes.
Okay.
And so some of them allow you to steal coins, to get coins from the bank, to
Right.
steal cards from your opponents. And this one, for
Down
example,
here. There we go.
allows you to get the parrot,
Right.
the little parrot token.
A little parrot silhouette. Look at that. And what does he do then?
Whoever has that in front of you wins all ties, either combat or majority.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's many cards in the deck, and you play like this for 12 or 15 rounds.
Should point out that these are not the only cards available.
No,
in
there's
each
a
family.
lot of them,
There are lots and lots of different
and
cards.
I can also say after each fight, all pirates are discarded. So you have to recruit
Right,
more.
I see. So you have to keep
So,
recruiting.
Yeah, even if you lost all your combat in one combat phase, you can still recruit more for.
Or if you just didn't get the chance to draw any pirates,
Yes.
everybody comes back down to the same level.
Yes.
Fair enough then.
And so, yep.
I was just about to say, how do we get coins? Because I don't know if we touched on how you get coins.
So you get 3 at the beginning of the game,
Yep.
okay? And then a lot of pirates allow you to gain pirates.
To win them in fights.
Yeah.
So coins are majority from fights. Then.
Yeah, or even from some of the objects. Some of the objects allow you to get coins.
Right, I was going to say, because I didn't see any on the object, so I was just wondering if it's only through fights. But
no,
okay, that's fine. Cool. So,
at the end of the game,
pad.
we have a score pad. Each player scores 1 point per coin they have, okay? All the points on their realms, on their relics, on the books, the secret books, on the items face up here, and you add all of them, and whoever has the most points wins the game.
Simple as.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So what's really interesting about the game is this mechanism where you can see see part of what you can get, but you have to decide if you want to let that to the other players to see more, to see the next share.
It's the press your luck element.
Yes.
Combined with a little bit of drafting because you know what you're leaving behind.
Yes,
so if he takes
so
a pirate and you know that's going to make him strong in something, then you can
And it will
play around
always be better. What I didn't tell too is that whenever there's 3 cards in a share of loot and you don't want to keep that, you don't add a 4th one, but you add a coin. So that's another another way to get coins. Okay, so
fair enough.
But what you leave behind will always get better for the next player.
Of course. I mean, there's something to be said about having 1 good card and then 3 okay cards and then even coins on top.
And most of the time, most of the cards, they can either be good at some point or bad at other points.
Makes sense.
Like for the pirates, the pirates with the most strength are also the one with the weakest abilities.
Right.
So you have to decide if you want a strong crew, but that will grant you with fewer benefits, or if you want to have great benefits, but won't be sure that you will win the fight because
or a
they're
mixture
not so
of both.
strong. Or mix both, of course.
Fair enough. And this last 12 rounds, you said?
12 if you are 4 players.
Right, so it depends on how many people
Yes,
play.
and 15 if you are 2 or 3 players.
Okay, makes sense. Brilliant. So, anything else? Well, I think we've done it. We've said everything there is to be said. So this is Sea of Clouds, a game by Yellow, written by Théo Rivière. I hope I pronounced his name right. Illustrated by Miguel Coimbra. That is the guy that illustrated Small World?
Yes, and Seven Wonders in very different art styles.
Of
but,
course.
that's him.
Still, this one still
Really
looks
talented.
brilliant. Definitely. 2 to 4 players, 10 ages 10 and up, sorry, and about 40 minutes per game.
Yes, less than an hour.
Less than an hour. Is it already out?
No, it's due in April.
In April for a price of around?
25 euros.
Right.
So I guess
About $25.
Yeah, maybe $30.
Okay.
Around between 25 and 38. I think.
Sounds good. All right then. Well, guys, keep a lookout for that. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm very sorry that I got your name wrong. I do that a lot.
Okay.
They'll tell you. Thank you guys for watching. Do check this game out when it comes out, and I will see you again next time. Ciao.